It is Monday, everyone. Hopefully you had a nice weekend. Welcome into the News 10 Plus desk. I'm Taylor Gattoni with Claudia Sella. Do you want to hop up on the on the little box? We can be the same height. There we go. How you doing?
I've got heels on.
You've got
I'm
heels
not
on.
this
I got
tall.
some little heels on too. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah.
That is true. We're a little too tall right now.
Yeah,
Look
now
at us.
I'm like really tall. This
okay.
is the
It's all right.
confidence I needed today.
There we go. All right. How you doing?
Well, we have a good show today, so I'm doing pretty good.
All right, that's
we
good.
have a really fun show. Lots of fun guests, which is a great way to start off Monday. So we're starting off with Lavender from The Voice, who is from Lowell, is on our show today. I'm not going to give too much away about that because I think it's pretty self-explanatory if they're on The Voice.
Oh, yeah.
So, little performance there, beautiful performance. I'm really excited for that because it's not every day you meet, a local celebrity. So it's
Looking forward to that.
Yes, it's going to be super exciting. And then we also have another little local celebrity, or soon-to-be celebrity, because she hasn't competed yet, so we'll see.
Okay.
But Miss Eco Teen USA is from Hazlitt, and she is coming on the show right before she heads for a 13-hour flight to Egypt to compete in Miss Eco Teen International. And
Wow.
she's right here from Hazlitt, so she's representing not just Michigan, she's representing the country. So, got a lot on her plate, but
She's busy. She's going to stop in here before she flies out. Jeez.
Yeah, we're going to give her a really nice Studio 10 send-off. Super excited. We're also super excited to hear what she's promoting and what she, her talking points will be, and kind of, because the whole competition is based around sustainability and ecotourism, so it's really cool. But yeah, no, she got a 13 and a half, 14-hour flight, I think, in the next 2 days. So we're going to see. She's wide awake now, but she might be tired after the next
She needs
couple.
some coffee or something.
Yeah,
There you go.
super excited because, it's cool that she's from Hazlitt, representing the entire country. So,
awesome.
Got some great, talented people here. And then we're going to, talk about Teacher of the Week. We do have our Teacher of the Week, so we're going to share that. And then we're going to talk about Casting for Recovery, which is a really great event here in the area, all about helping people with breast cancer recover. Because if you think about it, when you're in physical therapy for any chest injury or any type of chest recovery, one of the main movements they do is this. Think about it, like casting.
Yeah.
So casting is the perfect exercise for people in recovery. So
And October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so there you go.
yes, so
Tie it
just
in.
totally, it's like a perfect round out for the month. So
Interesting. Wow. Yeah.
I know, you
Moving
never
those
think
muscles,
about that, right? Yeah, well, because Nicole did the story, and she was sharing that with us. I'm like, I never thought of that. That's actually genius. And you're in nature, so it's even better.
Yeah.
It's double whammy.
Nature's healing. There you go.
Absolutely. So that is what we have on Studio 10 today, of course.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, so we will see you at 3 p.m., and it's going to be a good week. So you're going to want to stick around all week, not just today, of course.
Well, thank you, Claudia.
Absolutely.
Studio 10 is coming up in just under 45 minutes per usual. If you want to check them out, they're coming up at 3 o'clock weekdays, Monday through Friday, every single day. But of course, if you cannot see them, or if you want to go back and rewatch anything, you can always head to their little channels right there. Or if you want to head to YouTube, you can always head to @WILX Studio 10. But in the meantime, we have Justin Bradford joining us here. And Justin, today, temperature is not too bad, but it's about to get better.
Yeah, they're going way up. In fact, speaking of, I want to step on this box.
Okay,
I wanna
get
see
up
what
on the
this is
box.
like. Okay. Yeah,
Well, that's unfair now. You need to step back down.
This
Yeah,
is
no.
too much. I got to go back down here. Hey, you know what? Temperatures, though, going to look a lot like that tomorrow.
Yeah.
It's a step stool in our
That was
10-day temp
good.
trend. 56, 57 today, which is near normal. Then tomorrow, we're doing something we haven't done in a while.
It's going to feel
We're
like
going,
summer.
We're going back to the 70s, and it is going to feel like summer. Coming off a stretch of 50s and clouds and showers and all that we've been dealing with lately. Tomorrow, maybe mid-70s in some spots. Going to be a real treat for us here in mid-Michigan.
Oh, yeah, and what you were saying at News 10 today at 11, it's going to be a really good day for your wife.
Yeah, my wife Alex's birthday is tomorrow. And so, yes, very exciting for us. I made a joke earlier last week that it looks like next Tuesday might end up being the best day of the week. And she goes, no, duh. And I said, no, I mean, it's going to be like really nice day outside. You know that too. So I'm not in the doghouse for that, so it's okay. It's all good. We got some stuff figured out, do celebrate the birthday and everything. But tomorrow, I think for everyone around mid-Michigan, weather-wise, going to be a really great day.
Oh, yeah.
So we got that to look forward to. And even this week, numbers will be above normal. We spent a lot of time this month below average. We're going to flip that script this week. but you're also going to want to enjoy that while it lasts, because by the end of our 10-day forecast, it's going back colder than it has been lately. So we're going to get a nice warm-up before the coldest day of the year, and so we need to enjoy it while we can.
Of course. Well, we'll take a look outside for the coldest day of just this week.
Yeah, and that's what this is, which considering we started off with numbers in the 20s, which we will show here shortly, we've done pretty well to recover across the area. You see a mix of sunshine and clouds, more clouds than sun out there, but I know a lot of folks have been saying it almost feels like the color has just sort of popped like over this past weekend.
Yeah, it's vibrant.
Really has started coming out, and that has been true. You can see at Michigan State's campus it's up to 54 degrees, and so that's not bad. I mean, considering lately we've topped out around these numbers at best on the warmer days, and so this is pretty good for us to be here at the coldest day of the week, 54. Now, the lows this morning, yeah, we bottomed out with our first hard freeze of the year, 29 in Lansing and Mason. Jackson was at 28 degrees, and it got down to 25 in Ann Arbor. And so a couple mid-Michigan locations certainly had a lot of frost out there early this morning with the below freezing conditions. And these were actual observed air temps, not the wind chill or anything like that, which when that factored in, only took off about a degree or so because we didn't have much of a wind this morning, and we really haven't into the day today either. But that 29 in Lansing, that's the coolest we've been in 204 days. You got to go back to the morning of April 2nd, the last time at any point we were below 30. And so it's just getting into that time of year, of course, and then Mother Nature going to flip this script right around, too. Now, Jackson, not far behind. They were down at about 26 degrees on April 25th, and so it's been 179 days since then. And so either way, it's been a very long time, about a half a year since we've had numbers that cool. And for us to have started there, and with the low sun angle and the cloud cover we've seen today, it really has been impressive that we've recovered into the middle and a few upper 50s. But a lot of that has to do with the fact that we, again, are continuing to see some pretty good conditions around the area. And so that's what we've got going on out there right now. And you can see that the hour-by-hour temperatures, they're going to continue to coast up. I got us topping out at 56. It'll happen about 4 o'clock. A few of us already a degree or so warmer than that. And so some lucky folks may get into those 58, 59-degree ranges. I think we all stay shy of 60 today. But then overnight, you notice the temps go down to about 49 at 11. But they kind of steady out there pretty close to 50 degrees. And so my low tonight is about 48, and it may occur before midnight. We might actually see the numbers rise a degree or two and hold steady overnight, which we, of course, would not mind either this time of year since we've had all the cool air lately. But the hour-by-hour forecast, again, here is going to continue to show decent conditions. We're near normal today. Clouds will continue to snake in overnight. Very, very small chance, and I mean very small, of a rain shower to pass through. I'd be surprised if more than 2% of the area gets any water whatsoever heading into the evening and overnight. Anybody who does is likely near north of St. John's and M21. Aside from that, we should be dry heading into Tuesday morning, and look at these numbers. They come up with the warm front, and then north of the state, a few showers. So if your plans take you to Mount Pleasant or north for whatever reason tomorrow, you might need to keep the umbrella close. But everyone here in mid-Michigan, oh, we're fine, and we're better than that. In fact, going back up to 74 in Lansing, maybe 75 for Jackson. You see a few of those numbers here. That's going to make for a really, really nice day on our Tuesday, especially when we've had this cool air lately. 75 tomorrow might as well feel like 85 out there for mid-Michigan. So tomorrow's a day you will not need the layers out there. Going to be a really nice one. And then even overnight, temps stay in the 60s headed into our Wednesday morning. That's where numbers will ride most of the week. But you notice rain starts to creep in. That's something we'll have linger around into our Wednesday. When we're under the showers, we'll likely be upper 50s to near 60. But when the rain gets out of here, which I do think it's going to be a pattern we shape up in, we've kind of been doing this lately, get back into a back and forth pattern between rain showers and dry weather, and that's what we'll do a lot of the late parts of this week. But at least the numbers are going to stay warm for the time of year, and the trend shows that. Normal high is 57, so we're pretty close to that today, but that 73 tomorrow is going to be nice. And even if we don't make it to 70 on Thursday or Friday, those numbers are going to be really close to that for high temperatures. And so these are a couple really good looking days here this week, just as far as the feel goes outside, because we're going to be above average on each one of the days Tuesday through Friday. And again, we could, by the time the week's done, in some spots, potentially have 3 out of 4 days in the 70s, which I'm sure there's not too many people complaining about that. But as nice as that will be to have, as the rain slowly makes its way out of mid-Michigan, it's replaced by the coolest air we've seen so far this year. These are high temperatures heading out into the tail end of the 10-day. Only in the 50s Saturday, 40s Sunday and Monday. Tuesday is Halloween. We barely make it to 40 degrees.
No.
And then Wednesday, November 1st, current high. I know it's a ways out and that could change, but right now I've got us at just 38, and that's for the high.
That part is a scary looking part of
Yeah,
the
it is.
forecast.
A little bit spooky, I would say, definitely, with those highs going down. You can see the kind of weather we're going to get during that time, too. That also may be a little spooky before Halloween. There are even, and I'm hesitant to say it, but there are some models trying to throw in a snowflake or two with any rain that could come Tuesday night of Halloween, since the low's going down to 30. That's all going to depend on whether or not we get air cold enough. And I just want to say, even if we do, there is no way, with even given the conditions lately, that any snow would stick.
Okay,
if anything were to flutter through the air. So if it happens to come about that 9-10 days from now, when we're cold enough, we happen to get any flurries, none of that is going to be expected to stick here in mid-Michigan. We're going to continue to see mainly rain showers on and off during that time frame. However, again, you're going to want to take advantage of the weather the next couple days. I do think tomorrow, Tuesday, is the pick day of the week. That's going to be a really nice one. I'm not necessarily advocating for anyone to play hooky or skip out on work, anything like that. But, if you're looking for a good day, I think tomorrow likely is the really good one to come about. When we dodge the showers Thursday, Friday, because neither day will rain all day, when it's dry, those will feel like pretty nice days as well. However, it's going to be more cloud cover than sun on those days, whereas tomorrow we get into a little more sun to go with these numbers. And so that'll be nice to feel, something we're looking forward to having. But the current 10-day forecast is very indicative of a transition from October to November, going from the relatively warm to the very cold. And that's what we'll do in the next 10 days. And so we can say that's what we've got to look forward to. Whether or not you're looking forward to it remains to be seen. But this is the reality here in mid-Michigan. This is where we're headed. So bundle up your kids, though, for Halloween. Going out there trick-or-treating, whether you've got the layers on above or under or both on the costumes, you're going to want to make sure that they're ready to go. I know kids just, they seem to be a lot more tolerant than us old folks, right? But I think overall, relatively speaking, of course, right? But generally speaking,
they're running around getting the candy. That's why they stay warm.
Right, but even for them, with all that, temperatures are likely going to be in the mid-30s by the time trick-or-treating starts, and so maybe low 30s to around the freezing mark when it ends. And so it's going to be pretty chilly next week for Halloween. For anyone who is, whether you're trick-or-treat, trunk-or-treat, whatever's going on, make sure you've got the kids dressed up and layered, and then, make sure you keep yourselves warm, too, when you're standing there as they run door to door. Maybe do a couple of jogs out there yourself. Do something to keep the blood flowing, because it's going to be chilly. But having the layers will be important. I know I'll be passing out candy Halloween night with a nice extra jacket on. So that'll be my plan.
Or you just got to choose a costume that has the longer layers on for you. There you go.
That's the key. I could be like an Arctic explorer. Could have all the layers, and then everyone goes, "Oh, wow, you're so in character." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's not cold or anything." So I don't know. Yeah, but it should be nice. And I think, again, tomorrow, really nice day. When it isn't raining on Thursday and Friday, those will also be decent days. We're in the 70s each of those days, and so it's pretty nice around here.
Oh, it'll be nice. I am looking forward to it, especially tomorrow.
Yes. Oh, great change of pace, that's for sure.
All right. Well, thank you, Justin. And we have a great app to turn to if people want to see all these changing conditions.
Oh, yes. And that's the First Alert Weather app, of course. All you got to do is go through, and you can get your daily video updates, hour-by-hour forecast, past and future radar, really anything that you need as far as the weather information that you're looking for. These videos not only are updated frequently, but we detail some things that maybe in those videos that maybe aren't necessarily featured on the app. And so those are kind of cool things that you can do by downloading the First Alert Weather app, which is absolutely free. Once again, that's the best thing we like to have. It's in Google Play and the App Store. Absolutely no charge to you. All it costs is your time and just a little bit of it, as much or little as you like to spend. But it's great to have in the palm of your hand for sure.
And instead of spending all of your time trying to find all these different ways of what the weather is going to be, you get a one-stop shop. So there you go.
Yeah, everything you need.
All right, thank you, Justin. We do want to
course.
share what's coming up during Mid-Michigan Matters and our 90 minutes of news today. So I'm going to pull that up right now. We are very, very busy. A lot of our reporters are out and about making all the phone calls. So we're going to tease ahead to what they have coming up during our 90 minutes of news. But starting with first out for Mid-Michigan Matters today, as it is getting colder out. Maybe not this week necessarily, but you just heard Justin Bradford saying, by the time we come to this upcoming weekend and next week, those temperatures are declining. So, Michigan State University men's soccer team is hosting a Socktober drive. Little play on words right there. And so coming up on Mid-Michigan Matters, you're going to hear the importance and the need behind the sock drive and why socks. So there you go. That is coming up on First at 4. Coming up on News 10 at 5, it is the first time in the nation's history that credit card debt has topped $1 trillion. So experts are now recommending a cash diet for consumers. There you go. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Coming up on News 10 at 5:30, Mars Anderson tells us how PFAS is being discussed between Michigan State University and the University of Maine. And then News 10 at 6, as you see up there, Deanna Giles, very busy today, talking about the Michigan State University Board of Trustees. They're going toward, or trying to remove the head of their chair. So we have more on that, why. This is in terms of Rima Vassar. So we'll have more coming up on News 10 at 6. And then also, Deanna's also talking to the Board of Trustees about the Adolf Hitler image that showed up on Michigan State University's video boards an hour before kickoff for the MSU and Michigan game. So really talking about all of that right now. And also coming up on News 10 at 6, we'll hear from MSU football interim head coach Harlan Barnett following the loss to Michigan and how the Spartans can rebound in Minnesota this coming weekend. Again, this Saturday, the 28th, Spartans will be away. Yes, taking on, seeing what they can do to rebound in Minnesota. Until then, we have Justin Kent joining us right now at the News 10 Plus desk. And Justin, what are you working on today?
Well, we've had some movement with the UAW stuff.
Yeah.
This morning, we came in and we found out that the strike is expanding, and it happened at a Ford truck or Stellantis truck plant in Sterling Heights, and then Ford also announced that they had some additional layoffs at the Sterling Axle plant, 67 additional layoffs. So today I'm speaking with an expert. They're talking to me a little bit about what those layoffs could look like as this strike continues. It doesn't really look like there's an end in sight, and we're vastly approaching. This week actually will mark a longer strike than the one we had in 2019 against General Motors. So, yeah.
All right, a lot more coming up. And you have that coming up at what time today?
Coming up at 5 o'clock.
All right, thank you, Justin. We look forward to that. In the meantime, hope you guys are having a great day. I do want to show one last thing here. Thank you again, Justin. Looking forward to that story. Again, News 10 at 5. So here on your screen right now is the You're Not Alone mental health series. And we've been having multiple stories aired here on News 10. You can also find that online at our website, wilx.com. But if you go scan that QR code on the right side of your screen, it'll pull up a list of resources, whether it's for you or someone else you may or may not know. And so various resources out in our community, whether it's family and behavioral or counseling or a psychologist, therapist, no matter what you're looking for and no matter what headspace you may be in, go scan that QR code and you can find those list of resources. And it's just something good to have on your phone. You never know when you may need those resources. In the meantime, hope you guys are having such a great Monday. Enjoy today and definitely get outside tomorrow. But have a great rest of your Monday.